In real estate and architecture photography, is this considered controversial? Is this considered controversial? On Instagram, I recently asked for people's hot take, controversial viewpoint, or unpopular opinion related to architecture and real estate photography. I then tried to narrow it down to the best replies so I could give my viewpoint, but then I thought of something else I could do. I was already planning on attending this year's PMRE conference in Las Vegas, so I decided to ask some other well-known photographers in this genre at the event to give me their perspectives on the responses I got as well. And clearly, I want you to watch the entire video, so that's why I saved the best responses for last. So let's start with number 1. Getting 3 walls in your real estate photos versus 2 is not a big a deal as everyone says. In my opinion, making a concrete rule around 3 walls versus 2 is kind of silly. If you have a fantastic composition with just 2 walls in the shot, attempting to get 3 just for the sake of getting 3 might ruin it. Yeah, you're gonna be wider left and right, but keep in mind, that also means you're just gonna get a lot more floor and ceiling, which may not add anything to the photo. Let's see what the other photographers had to say on this one.
No, it's a really big deal. You have to prove to your wife why you need to have that lens in the first place.
To justify the spend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care.
Tell me what you really think. Okay, cool.
I think you should get 4. You should do more Matterports and to get more money. No honey, no money, baby.
It is a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to try as much as possible. We want to try to avoid the third wall. At the very most, get a sliver of it for context when necessary.
Gotcha. Number 2. Shooting anywhere above 30 photos of a house is overkill. That's not marketing the property, you're now just documenting it.
Disagree. I shoot to cover the space.
Okay.
I don't put a limit on the amount of photos that I take.
What's the most amount of photos you've ever shot?
Like 87, 90.
Holy cow.
But a big property with drone and a lot of views.
Okay.
And I get some like detail shots and
So would you think the house would not have sold as well if you only shot it in 60?
I don't think the photos even sell the property. It's about giving the broker options so that they can filter out and get new photos in there when they need to revamp their marketing.
Gotcha.
As I said yesterday, I think you should take so many photos sometimes and have so many
In the
photos
hundreds.
to choose. Hundreds?
Maybe even thousands.
Thousands. Yeah, thousands. You have to have a camera hanging out here, another on the tripod, and the drone flying at the same time, you know?
I do believe less is more. I don't think you have to show everything. I try to tell my clients that, honestly, even less than that, you know, like the top 10 to 15 photos is really all you need to get someone's attention to want to come see a home. When you give them everything, it's like why?
I figure at that point, what's the incentive to even go see it in person?
Exactly.
You've spilled all the beans via the images.
Exactly.
I shoot more than 30 because I like to do verticals, showing the textures. I'm going overkill.
Are you doing that at the agent's request or because you just want to?
I want to, and it's good for our social media.
Less is more.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, there's only like 10 or 12 like really hero shots that people are going to use repeatedly. Anything beyond that is probably just going to sit in a hard drive.
Number 3, constant one-point perspective, straight-on shots of everything. It's overrated.
No, one-point perspectives are essential.
Have you ever shot an entire house using just one-point perspective?
No, I haven't.
I would never shoot every single image straight on. I think there's a time and a place for it.
Yeah.
And it needs to be done tastefully when it shows like symmetry or it makes sense, right?
No, you can get away with that. Yeah, you can get with that. You can show a house really like that. Yeah.
It's the gold standard.
I shoot a lot of luxury. And as much as people think luxury is perfection, it's not. There's a lot of these homes that are done poorly, like hoods and lights don't line up. So you as a photographer,
One-point perspectives will bring out the imperfections or the unsymmetrical elements of a space.
Exactly.
Number 4, lights on all the time. Mixing daylight and tungsten is the way to go. I disagree with this 100%. Nobody lives in their house with every single light on in every single room every single day. It just doesn't happen. And if you're photographing a space where your client really wants to show off the lighting, then photograph it at night where that lighting is going to make the most impact. Mixing daylight and tungsten is the way to go.
I'm not sold.
I kind of agree, so.
Yeah, the colors are a little messy. That's all. You got to gel your lights. Then you can get it done.
If I was in a brightly lit room and the lights were on, my mom would come and smack me going, what the hell what are the lights on for?
I would say no.
Your face says it all.
I was like, if somebody just, I hope that was a joke because there's no way that can be a.
I think they were serious.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think they were serious. Lights on all the time, man.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
If it's real estate, the lights should be on unless you have clients that are okay with them off. Because so many of mine, I brought it up with a couple clients.
Really?
Yeah, and said, can I turn the lights off? And they're like, no.
Yeah,
I'm
real
like,
estate
okay,
agents,
they
that's
don't
hard
get
for
it.
them to wrap their minds around.
Architectural, yes, lights off. 100%.
Isn't it going to make it dark? It's like, just slow the shutter speed. That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
Mixing daylight and tungsten is the way to go.
Never done that in my life and never will.
Number 5, someone wrote this in. The single chair turn at the kitchen island drives me insane. Why? You do all this work getting the space ready, and then you mess it up with a chair turn. Your attention goes right to the chair in the image. I kind of agree with this one. I think that single chair turn is a trend you see in a lot of photos. I think most clients who want to do that in the photo do not come about that idea as an original one. They get the idea because they saw it on someone else's Instagram page or on Pinterest or in some magazine.
I don't agree with that. Sometimes it's necessary. It says, come on in, have a seat.
Okay.
Oh my God, it feels like a ghost sat there and just left. I'm not doing that one chair turn. It's like haunting to me.
Well, I turned the chair for the cat.
When I do it, and if I do it, it's only because it's for the purpose of I don't want the back of that chair blocking me into the scene. I like to have a visual flow into the scene. That's my purpose of doing it.
Number 6, we as photographers, we care too much about the process and not enough about creating. We think that by bringing all the gear and following the formulas we've learned that we will get the same result each time. But in doing this, we might hinder our creativity.
I won't guess out loud who this is, but I have a feeling I know.
No, actually, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Who do you, come on. Oh,
Jordan Powers.
ding, ding, ding. Man, all these photographers know each other so well.
Not really. You can, with the same gear, you can get so many different outcomes. You have to think outside the box. I don't think so. I have the same gear for.
Now, bonus question. Can you figure out which photographers had that opinion?
Jordan Powers.
So I'm inclined to agree. Yeah. I think actually having too much gear bogs you down, slows you down. And I find that some of my most creative work is often when I limit myself and I say like maybe I'll just bring one flash or maybe I'm just going to use one lens or sometimes I'll shoot handheld.
Moving on, number 7, shooting everything at only 24 millimeters and 17 millimeters all the time. It's overly predictable and lacks depth.
I agree with Adam Taylor. Adam Taylor has a video that he shows the benefits of shooting with longer focal length, like the 50 and other lenses. Yeah. And I agree with him. I do it all the time.
15 to 35. And 35 as much as I can.
Really?
Without, I need wide shots, but I love 35.
There's no way you could be in this field with one lens in your bag. You should have a variety of lenses to address many different situations.
Do you suggest photographers having like a variable zoom to kind of give you room to play? At least.
Yeah, I love shooting with my variable zoom.
Yeah, me too.
I love my 24 to 70 and my 16 to 35.
Yeah, doing everything the same way for like no apparent reason is a silly way to go about it. Read the room.
It's boring as hell. I will live and die with my 50 millimeter tilt shift.
Yeah.
That is the lens I'm going to be buried with. Really? Like if I had a sarcophagus, like put that in there with me.
Yeah. Hot take number 8, the Flambient Technique absolutely sucks.
The word flambient sucks.
Who invented the Flambient thing, dude?
Well, I shoot Flambient, so I would disagree. It sucks in the fact that I have to take an extra shot.
The word sucks. I won't use it and I won't repeat it. But the technique, it gets the job done.
When something looks flambient, it's not good.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's a useful tool in the toolkit.
At the end of the day, what's your brand? What's your aesthetic? Yeah. Your clients are going to hire you for that. If it's HDR, more power to you. If it's Flambient, more power to you. If it's just hand blended, whatever, and you're flashing, it doesn't matter what it is.
Controversial viewpoint number 9. Karate chopped pillows are unnecessary and make no sense.
Oh my gosh, karate chop every freaking pillow. Judo chop.
They make no sense.
No, they're absolutely necessary.
Really?
Yeah. because it gives the impression to the client that you know what you're doing, that you have some secret technique.
So if you as a photographer are doing this,
Yeah.
you're the pro.
Yeah. Like, oh, I never thought of that. Oh, that's such a good detail. Like, yeah, it makes you look good. Do it.
They look okay. It's okay.
Wow, we are all over the place with that one.
It's fun.
Oh, when you're actually doing the karate chopping.
If it looks good without it, okay, cool, great. But if the karate chop helps to keep some type of like purpose for that pillow, then I'm gonna go with the karate chop.
They're like rabbit bunny ears. I'm like, I'm shooting a bunny ear right now.
Controversial viewpoint number 10. Most home photography is really boring because most homes look the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of like homogenous styling choices, especially in new construction.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's always that you need that 1 or 2 shoots every few months that makes us in the business. Is that every day it's cookie cutter. You want out, to be honest.
Do they hate their job? Like, who commented this? Goodness. Every house has something spectacular about it. If it's a fixer, there's opportunity to make it better. Like, there's something you can find about any house that's worth showcasing. And yeah, you need photos to show people to get them in there.
Okay, let me think on that. See, by the length of my answer, yeah, most homes are boring.
If you like videos related to controversy within the field of architecture and real estate photography, definitely check out the video that's popping up on your screen now, where I go over some points and kind of shoot down the idea that every single architecture photographer and real estate photographer, they just have to have a tilt shift lens. Obviously, this video is quite a bit of fun to put together, but if you got anything out of it, make sure to drop me a thumbs up and feel free to follow me on Instagram at Matthew A. Photo. If you made it all the way here to the end, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. We'll see you on the next one. Hold on, we got to take a drink break, and I don't mind if this is on camera. So this is 100% Coca-Cola. Thank you, Josh. Now I have courage to talk to pros like you.